To file your taxes. It took thousands of New Yorkers nearly 6 months to get their state tax return last year. It's a story we have been on top of for you since last year. And on July 1st, you might remember CBS 6 submitted a FOIL request to the Department of Taxation and Finance asking for data to a variety of questions. Well, at that point, more than 96% of all refunds had been issued. But we continued to get complaints into September from some of you who still had not gotten your New York State refund. The Department of Taxation officials say that won't happen this year. Capitol correspondent Pat Bailey spoke with them today, and he found out that the same company, though, is coming back this year. So there's got to be some wrinkle here. Pat's live from the Capitol Bureau tonight to tell us more. Pat?
Yeah, Liz, believe it or not, that company is not only coming back to process refunds this year, but they'll be back for the next 3 years thanks to a 4-year contract. But Department of Taxation officials told me today if you want your refund sooner than later, the best way to do it, online.
If you use the e-file opportunities, you'll receive your refund twice as fast.
The New York State Department of Taxation would like to see 100% of New Yorkers file their taxes online. They say about 2/3, because of income, can do so for free. They believe that's a more efficient process than snail mail.
If you file with paper, there are a number of people that have to touch it.
Those people are an outside agency who is under contract with the state to process your return. They were hired for the first time last year and will once again process your paper return this year, despite the fact thousands of New Yorkers waited in 2013, some as late as September.
We are still working with the same vendor.
Even though there were delays.
There's always delays with a new system.
And those delays cost money. In all of 2012, the Taxation Department paid $1.6 million in overtime to their employees. In just July of 2013, when the CBS 6 FOIL request for missing refunds was sent, OT was at $1.4 million. For all of 2013, the Taxation Department paid $8.3 million of overtime. However, a spokesman for the Taxation Department says there's no extra cost for taxpayers because the initial contract covered any OT for delayed returns. However, the Taxation Department would not comment on how much that contract was for. A taxpayer is going to be like, oh, I got delayed last year. Why hire the same people back?
It's a very complex system.
Will that happen again this year?
It will not happen this year. We've got a lot of new ways of making sure that the refund gets paid quick.
Now, again, Department of Taxation officials stressed to me that they talked to that company and they promised that that will not happen again this year. In the meantime, though, the state comptroller is auditing the Department of Taxation. They mentioned last fall that they will be doing that, and a spokesman there at the comptroller's office says a delay in the processing last year is one reason why. The comptroller's office tells me that a rough draft, may come out on that next month. In the Capitol newsroom, Pat Bailey, CBS 6 News.